stuck between the Breville Barista Express and the De'Longhi Specialista Arte Evo. These two machines often compete in the same category, but beware, they are not designed for the same type of user at all. Depending on your profile, one of them could seriously limit your progression. Let me explain you why. Hey coffee lovers, my name is Colin and welcome to Cafe Lista, the channel where we learn how to master coffee and espresso at home. As always, there is no sponsorship here. This is my 100% independent opinion. Let's start with what we see and what we touch every day here is the design and the build quality. The Breville Barista Express has maintained its iconic look for years, more than 10 years. So it is solid. It's all brushed stainless steel. It weighs around 22 pounds, so it's quite heavy. It doesn't really move. And it gives a real impression of durability. You can feel it built to last. The drip tray is large, the top platform is stable, and there is even a hidden storage compartment in the back here for small accessories. It's classic, it's functional, it's nothing crazy, but it's robust. On the other hand, the De'Longhi Specialista Arte Evo plays the card of a modern design. It's more compact, it's a bit lighter with a mix of plastic and less stainless steel. It's not bad, but you can clearly feel that the priority was given to aesthetics and ease of use rather than robustness. It remains pleasant to handle, and I quite like the integrated water level sensor. It's a handy little details that the Breville doesn't have. So to summarize, the Breville gives confidence for the long haul. The Delonghi is lighter, is easier to move, it's I think nicer in the kitchen. So here it really depends on your preference. Now let's look at the philosophy of use, because this is probably the most important difference between those two machines. The Delonghi adopts a simplified, almost pedagogical approach, which means it guides you. The manual of the Delonghi will guide you, then you press and the machine does the rest. It works pretty well at the beginning. It could be great if you're starting, if you have no idea how to use an espresso machine. But as you might know, this assistance comes at a price. It somehow prevents you from really learning, experimenting, and progressing. And we will see there is also another limitation with the grinder. The Breville here takes an opposite direction. It's a machine that forces you to understand what you're doing. You need to dose, to temp, to watch the pressure gauge, to adjust the grind, and to try again. It's a real learning tool. Yes, the beginning can be a bit frustrating, but it's precisely this demanding nature that helps you improve. And once you have understood the basics, the machine follows your evolution without ever limiting you. So yes, the grinder, at some point, can have some limitation too, but we will see it's nothing like this one. So in summary, the De'Longhi is a machine that holds your hands. The Breville is the one that teaches you how to walk on your own. Now the coffee performance, this is where everything comes into play, right? The Breville's integrated grinder here offers 16 grind settings plus an internal adjustments of the upper bar. So this is crucial as it allows you to fine-tune the grind according to the coffee you're using. The bean hopper is removable, cleaning is easy, adjustments is easy too. The Delonghi offers only 8 settings without internal adjustments, and the hopper doesn't come off. So for a beginner or the average user, this might seem sufficient, but as soon as you want to fine-tune or work with a lighter roast, it becomes a real limitation. Once you set up everything, this machine could work great as long as you don't change coffee too often. For extraction, the Breville is equipped with a thermocol system with an electronic PID, ensuring that you have a better temperature stability. The portafilter is 54 milliliter, on the Delonghi it's 51. Both have a bit of plastic inside, which is a little bit annoying. You can use on both machines a non-pressurized filter, and you can go up to 18 to 20 grams for a double espresso. But usually for the Breville, the result will be a denser, more balanced espresso, often sweeter. With the Delonghi, we have a thermoblock and we have 3 preset temperature profiles, but without PID. It can produce a decent espresso, but it's harder to get a coffee as expressive or nuanced, and it's harder to dial in. And a quick note, if you want to learn how to properly adjust your machine, whether it's a Breville or a Delonghi, I have prepared a free PDF guide. It's a simple roadmap to understand the settings that transform a blend coffee into a real espresso. The link is below in the description. You can go check it out, my gift for you. Back to the machines here, and simple verdict: for pure espresso quality, the Breville, I think, Barista Express stays ahead. But the De'Longhi isn't done yet. We will now talk about the steam wand and the accessories. Both machines uses a single hole steam wand mounted on a bowl joint and capable of making a good microfoam. In terms of capacity of movement, the De'Longhi is quite limited, especially if you want to put the pitcher, while the one on the Breville has much more room for movement. The Breville heats up strongly, but it takes quite a long time, and it requires immediate cleaning after each use, or you will end up with burnt milk stuck to the wand, and it's a bit slower to get the job done. If you're still with me, please go leave a like and subscribe if you like the channel. We're on YouTube and it really helps us to make more videos like that. Thanks a lot. The De'Longhi has a non-burn wand. It's insulated, so it's much more practical to handle. It's also much more practical to clean. It heats quickly and with a good steam power. So on this point, I think the De'Longhi has clearly an advantage. As for the accessories, the difference is also clear. The De'Longhi provides a real kit. We have a metal tamper that is pretty good, a tamping mat, dosing funnel, a quality milk pitcher. Everything is ready to use, saving you from buying add-on right off the bat. But for both machines, I would recommend buying a precision scale. The Breville also provide everything you need, pretty much everything, but the plastic tamper here is not amazing. And the razor tool is also more gimmick than useful. So here, for me, it's a clear advantage for the De'Longhi with the insulated wand and the complete accessory kit. Let's talk a little bit now about maintenance, noise and reliability. Both machines run between 68 and 70 decibels during the grinding. Nothing dramatic. It is loud. It is a coffee grinder on both. For maintenance, the Breville maybe has a slight advantage just for the simplicity. We have a cleaning indicator light, a three-way solenoid valve that dries the puck, and it's quite easy to disassemble, especially the grinder. On the De'Longhi, descaling is done via the menu. It's also pretty simple, but the grinder remains stuck. We can't move it. For the lifespan, Breville is a safe bet. We have standard parts. It's quite repairable, and we have an average duration of 5 to 7, almost 10 years, depending on your usage. On the other hand, the De'Longhi Specialista Arte Evo is quite of a new machine, so we don't have much history for that. So on this part, an advantage on the Breville. Final verdict: who is it for? So which machine should you choose? If you want something that is accessible, attractive, a nice design that is simple to use, the De'Longhi Specialista Arte Evo could be a good choice. It will suit those who simply want a cappuccino or an easy coffee in the morning without embarking on the quest for the perfect shot. But you have to remember its limitation. If your goal is to understand, to progress, to truly learn espresso and to make really good shot, the Breville Barista Express remains, I think, the logical choice. Yes, it requires a bit more patience, but it pays off in the long run. It's a machine you keep, understand and master. And I'm curious, which one do you currently use, or which one would you choose between those two? Have you encountered the same limitation? Let me know in the comments. I love reading your feedback and I reply as soon as possible. Okay, I hope you see a little bit more clearly the differences between those two machines. I see you soon on Cafe Lista, hopefully next week. Have a good day. Ciao.